This is a video on how to use your D7000. Are you buying this camera? Are you thinking about buying it? Have you just bought it, don't know how to use it, don't know how to take photos, don't know how to make videos? This camera has 16 megapixels and records videos in 1080p. Up to 20 minutes of continuous recording. This is a multifunction button, right? This button that says on, off, turns the camera to the right. As I said, this is a multifunction button, so if you turn it a little more to the right, the top screen of the camera lights up. See? It turns green. It lights up, so you can use your camera in the dark. This will also be the shutter button to click photos in addition to turning the camera on and off. It also takes pictures. If you press it softly, it will first autofocus, and if you press it harder, it will take the photo. In addition to this button, here on the front we will have a disc or dial. Above this little red mark, there is a rotary button. This disc will control the aperture of the diaphragm, the aperture f for your lens. If you don't know what a diaphragm is in photography, I recommend that you take an introductory photography course, okay? This button is also multifunctional. Combined with other camera buttons, you can operate other functions or customize it for other functions, such as choosing focus points, etc. Up here we will have the flash shoe, or hot shoe, so you can attach the speed light flash. Down here, we have a dial similar to the one in front that controls the shutter speed. This other button here is used to lock the focus on an object or subject that you want to photograph. So you press the shutter button while pressing this other button, and you can lock the focus. Now let's talk about this other button here, the diopter button. With it, you can adjust the sharpness of the eyepiece, which is the little hole that we put our eye through to take pictures. This adjustment allows people who wear glasses to use the camera without wearing prescription glasses. Here you turn on live view. You turn this button to the right, and that's it. You've turned on the monitor to take videos and photos with real-time images. And on that same button here in the center, on that little red mark, is the rec button to record videos. And to stop recording or turn off live view, just click right again, and that's it off. This is the directional button for navigating through your camera's menu, advancing, or going back through photos, okay? The OK button is self-explanatory, right? You're navigating here. Want to enter a function? Just click in the middle. This little button down here is the focus lock button. If you've chosen a focus, selected a focus point in your image, you come here, push it down, and it will lock your focus point. It doesn't move anywhere, okay? This little button here below is the info button, which you press to get information from your menu, right? To see the shutter speed, the metering, the aperture setting, how many photos can still be taken. On this side, we have the trash button to delete files and the play button to view your photos or videos. Below, there's the menu button for making adjustments to your camera. There's also the white balance button, WB, to control the white balance of your camera. Additionally, you can check functions in the menu. If a question mark appears, you click it, and it explains what's happening. Down here is a multifunction button, which can also control ISO. You press this button and turn the dial to adjust the ISO. You can also zoom out or zoom in on a photo or change the file quality. For example, shooting in JPEG or RAW. You hold this button and turn the other dial to choose the file type. On the side, there are connections for HDMI, USB, GPS, a microphone, and an audio or video output. At the top, there's another dial for setting manual mode, priority modes, or automatic modes like auto mode. Below this dial, there's another one for choosing single shot or timer mode to use other shooting modes. To understand this better, it's important to study photography a bit more to learn what each mode does. You press the side button and turn the dial to select the shutter modes or timer for shooting without pressing the shutter button. On the front, there are more buttons, like the one to turn the autofocus motor on and off. If your lens doesn't have a focus motor, this camera can still work fine because it has one. There's also a button to detach the lens. You press, hold, and turn until the white dots align to attach or remove the lens. Here's the camera body without a lens. Inside, there's a mirror, and behind it, the sensor, well protected. This is what differentiates DSLR cameras from mirrorless ones, as mirrorless cameras don't have a mirror. This button is the focus assist, which is actually a light that turns on in low light to help with focusing. On the top, there's the pop-up flash button, which can be turned on and off. There's also a bracketing button. To understand it better, I suggest studying more about photography to avoid confusion with technical terms. At the top, you'll see functions like shutter speed, aperture, focus point, matrix metering, number of JPEG shots left, file type, and the mode in use, manual and JPEG fine. It also shows the white balance, daylight, the card slot, and quick menu info. The dual card slot is on the side, and the battery is at the bottom. To remove the battery, press the yellow button down. This is the Nikon D7000, and I hope this quick guide to the menu and buttons has helped you. And now, see a Photoshop what I do with this cool camera. Using floss, I've been using a softbox and 18 to 55mm lenses. I'm using two of 50mm to make us some portraits. I hope you enjoy this video. Give your comment and hit the like button. Subscribe if this content really helped you. See you in the next one.